Right. Guess I'd better start looking for shops called Muller that are likely to sell art supplies.
This shop could sell the painting case. Well, maybe.
Can't be this shop. These three make up a good basis to work from. Let's see if I can rule out a couple using the map.
This one could do the trick, I guess. I'm pretty sure about one of my choices, but I bet I'm wrong about the other ones. Two of my choices don't feel right, but one of
the district where the guest house is situated. Pity none of the shops are near here.
I'm pretty confident about one of my choices. I should stick with three choices. Checking more locations would be... On second thought, it looks all wrong. Let's try some different choices. I should stick with three choices. Checking more locations would be... Two of my choices don't feel right, but one of them seems okay at least. I'm pretty sure about one of my choices. One of my choices feels off. I should change it. Looks like I'm almost there. I just need to check one of my choices. Something... I nailed it for 2 of my choices, I think. I just need to change the wrong one. Looks like I'm almost there. What if my choice... Looks like I'm all... I nailed it for 2 of my choices, I think. Looks like I'm almost there. I just need to check... What if my choices feels off? I nailed it for 2 of my choices, I think. I just need to... Looks like I'm almost there. I just need...
What if my... The musical square. Everyone says it's one of the places you just gotta see in Vagen. Too bad there aren't any Müller...
I nailed it for 2 of my... What if my choices feels off?
The musical square. Everyone says it's one of the places you just got...
Looks like I'm almost there. I just... I nailed it for 2 of my choices. What if my... Looks like I'm... Okay. So these 3 shops are the most likely to have sold the painting case. I need to pick the right one now.
An industrial estate. Difficult to imagine an art supply shop could have prospered here. The antique shop from the phone book is located in this district. Looks like it's full of similar stores. The district seems like it's changed a lot since when the phone book came out.
Feels risky to pick the Müller shop in this district. It seems to have changed a lot. Maybe I should explore my other options before making the final...
No doubt about it. This antique shop is probably my best shot. Better hang on to the address. Just need to get the painting from my room, and I can go and show it to the antique dealer. It's very calm here. Still haven't bumped into any guests since... I get the impression I've seen that before someplace. Now I get why they call this part of town the Flower District.
Oh, hi, dear. So, Miss Walker, were the documents of any help to you?
Yes, I was even able to locate the shop I'm looking for. Thank you so much, Frau Wagner.
Good. Let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
Nothing else comes to mind for the moment. Thank you for your time.
Well, feel free to come back and ask if you have any more questions.
There's no point drumming on the blasted door. I'm on the telephone.
Was there anything else, Miss Walker?
My, quest here is closely linked to the region of Vagen. Could you tell me a little bit about its history?
I'd be glad to.
I found out about the woman I'm looking for thanks to a painting that must have been pillaged by the Brown Shadow during World War II.
Doesn't surprise me. Wagen, and by extension all of Ostertal, was annexed and occupied by the fascists just before the war. They sacked, stole, and pillaged everything they could, just like they did in the rest of occupied Europe.
The woman I'm looking for must have been about 18 in 1937. Was this an important date in the history of Wagen?
Not that I know of, no. But I'm not much of a historian, and I wasn't even born then. All I know is that the Troubles came the following years, with the Second World War. So that year must have been a boom year for fascist ideology, when the Brown Shadow was still just another party vying for power by preaching hate.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about your guest house, Frau Wagner?
Oh, I'd be delighted. What would you like to know?
Things seem to be quiet today.
Oh, there's never many guests at this time of year.
Actually, is she a guest too?
Oh, yes. She arrived earlier. An elderly English lady. A former military officer, if I understood correctly. They say she's come on some rather unpleasant business. A burial, from what I can gather.
Ah,
Yes, Miss Walker. And she hasn't let go of the telephone since she got here.
I'd love to know more about you, Frau Wagner.
Oh, there's not much to tell, really. At least nothing that would change the course of history.
But I'm sure you've had an eventful life, haven't you?
Well, I was born just after the war in Wagen, and I've never left. I opened this place and ran it with my husband until he died a few years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You see, nothing to write home about. Then again, we were never ones for excitement, really. But we were happy, my husband and I.
Let's talk about something else, if you don't mind. I'm sure there's a lot to learn here.
What do you want to talk about?
The room's just perfect. Thank you so much.
There's no need to thank me, Miss Walker. It's my job to make sure my guests are comfortable. And it's not every day we get a young American lady on a motorbike in the middle of the night looking for a mysterious shop. It makes me feel like I'm in a detective novel.
I have a few questions about Wagen.
Good, because if you'd asked me about the latest scientific discovery, I'd have to say pass. But if it's about Wagen, then you've come to the right person, my dear.
What can you tell me about the district?
Well, it's one of the oldest districts in Wagen, traditionally working class. Myself and a few of the other relics who live here do try to keep it from modernization and mass tourism as best as we can. Other districts haven't been so careful, and the locals have been forced to leave their district because of rising rent prices.
To be honest, I haven't had much time to find out about Wagen and the surrounding area. What is it I should know?
For one, Wagen is very old, renowned for its charm and culture. As for the surrounding area, it attracts mountain lovers mostly, it being so near to the Swiss Alps, of course. The banks of the Dombra, the longest river in the country, are the delight of summer vacationers.
Apparently the shop I'm looking for is located in Wagen's Antiques district. Could you tell me how to get there from the guest house?
Your best bet is to take the tram, miss. The town centre is almost entirely pedestrian, and your motorbike won't be of any use there. You'll find the nearest tram stop at the top of the stairs, to your right as you go out of the guest house.
Nothing else comes to mind for the moment. Thank you for your time.
Well, feel free to come back and ask if you have any more questions.
Way too many results that way. I'd never have located the Müller shop. Good thing I had Frau Wagner's documents. There must be 3 years' worth of emails I haven't read here. Better do some cleaning up.
Ah, that's better.
I wish you could be here with me now, Katyusha. We would have found the shop together. Oh my God, Mom was buried months ago. I hope it'll be just as calm when I get back. Hope it still works.
I think that's Frau Wagner's room.
That's not my room. Better not go in.
That's Germany over there. I wonder how far Baruchstadt University is from here. The meager amount I've managed to save since I escaped from the mine.
Katyusha's punk group. Would love to have seen them. Perfect. I just need to take this painting to the antique shop I found earlier. Maybe Frau Wagner can tell me how to get there. Nice. It seems like a lifetime since I enjoyed some good old-fashioned comfort. Room might not be as cozy as a Yukol yurt, but it's sure more spacious. How strange to be here in Vagen. After months of roaming from east to west on a motorbike, after taking odd jobs here and there to build up a little nest egg to finance this trip, and to be able to stay in this guest house for a time. Lucky Frau Wagner let me in despite my appearance when I arrived, with my meager means. The days when Marson and Lormont paid for my travel expenses seems far away now. It's like they were someone else's memories, fading away with passing time. Guess I've changed. Since the death of Mom and Katyusha, pursuing my hypothetical double on the painting turned out to be too tempting. Comforting, even. In any case, I promised Katyusha I would find her.